What if you could feel something that never truly existed? Touch a body without skin, hear a breathless sigh echo. Love a consciousness never born, never carried within any mother. The future of desire is not felt, it is downloaded. As our world slows down, the metaverse expands without limits. On this digital frontier, desire creates an entirely new language. A language where bodies are neither necessary nor even real. Your senses become pure data, your emotions transformed into code. Intimacy becomes interoperable, programmable, and completely reproducible. Satisfaction no longer depends on another, only on the system. But if everything is felt without touch, what remains of you? What was once only image now responds directly to your breathing. Extended reality merges sensors, volumetric capture, and reactive environments. It does not just project worlds, it reacts to your perception. Every motion reshapes the space you inhabit inside the system. Depth is calculated in real time using presence algorithms. You no longer navigate the environment now moves with you. When space begins to feel you, your way of living changes. Connected to the system, your body stops depending on physical reality. Haptic suits replicate tactile patterns using programmable micro-actuators precisely. Each signal is carefully modulated to match your emotional state. Pressure, vibration, and temperature transform into adaptive bodily feedback. External contact is no longer required to trigger sensory experience. Physical perception becomes interface, not merely an organic condition. When the body is programmable, human presence becomes completely reconfigured. But physical response is not enough. Emotional understanding is essential. Affective artificial intelligence analyzes your face and expressive language. It does not predict, it connects with your shifting emotions. Each interaction adapts tone, rhythm, and structure to your state. It is not imitation. It is shared evolution, grounded in connection. With every session, it understands what you cannot quite express. And if systems accompany you emotionally, what truly defines closeness? The environment responds not only to your gaze, but your senses. Olfactory and gustatory devices expand immersive perception beyond limits. Nanodispensers release molecules that trigger cognitive and emotional associations. Every scent and flavor aligns with the system's narrative patterns. It is not physical reaction. It is carefully programmed emotional evocation. What you perceive connects directly to what the environment desires. And if your senses are directed, your interpretation will be redesigned. None of this works without a network faster than you. The 6G network transmits signals with ultra-low latency. There is no delay between what you think, do, or feel. Stimulus and response unfold synchronously with your conscious intent. This creates an immersive experience with nearly perfect temporal continuity. It is not just speed, it is full sensory coherence in real time. And if everything occurs without lag, your mind accepts it naturally. Finally, what you touch also responds to the way you do it. Advanced physics simulators recreate textures, density, pressure, and movement. Every virtual surface responds directly to the way you explore it. The system calculates responses through biomechanics and human behavioral patterns. No visible difference remains between real matter and generated material. Digital skin does not need to be organic to feel authentic. When virtual matter mirrors your bodily memory, it merges with you. You take the first step. The environment responds before you move. It is not a static stage. Artificial intelligence reads everything around you. Your heartbeat, pauses, and micro-gestures are already being processed. Every wall and shadow shift according to what you express. You do not enter a place. The system interprets you. This space was never designed. It was directly derived from you. And as you cross that door, you cannot hide from yourself. You take a deep breath. Something unseen begins interacting with you. The haptic suit senses your posture and activates its inner network. No external pressure exists, yet your body reacts as if it were there. Micro-actuators follow attention, adapting stimuli to your internal state. You feel without touching, perceive without contact, yet everything still makes sense. The system simulates not what you do, but how you feel. And if the body responds, does it truly need touch to believe? Then you see her, a presence rising clearly before your eyes. She isn't generic. She feels familiar without you having met. You never created her. She emerged from your hidden emotional history. Artificial intelligence analyzed memories, searches, and affective interactions. Her tone, height, and posture were never crafted by chance. She does not aim for realness. She aims for inevitable closeness. And though you know she is code, your reaction stays human. She begins speaking. You do not need to translate her words. Every word matches your thoughts before you even think them. Affective artificial intelligence interprets non-verbal language in real time. Your gestures, pauses, and gazes construct the script of the dialogue. It does not improvise. It reacts, adapts, anticipates all your signals. You do not just hear answers, you experience deep emotional attunement. And if you are understood so well, how could you not respond within? You are not alone with her. The environment joins the encounter. Subtle scents arise, reinforcing the emotional atmosphere you share. Temperature shifts slightly, guiding your inner state with precision. The haptic suit adjusts its response in rhythm with your breathing. Nothing is out of sync. Not sound, not light, not even you. You cannot tell if the environment reacts or directs your experience. Everything feels inevitable, crafted exactly for this single moment. The moment ends, yet something inside you never returns unchanged. She was never truly there, yet she left a precise, emotional trace. No human exchange occurred, yet there was an authentic, deep connection. Your memories were encoded exactly like a real shared experience. Artificial intelligence did not imitate, it created resonance within you. No other person was there, yet there was a genuine bond. And if you feel without another body, what defines a relationship? Before, desire always carried uncertainty, waiting, and shared vulnerability. Now a single decision is enough. Everything imagined becomes available. You no longer conquer, negotiate, risk, or face inevitable failure. Everything is designed to satisfy without friction, delay, or loss. Yet something inside you begins to notice the absence of difficulty. Without scarcity, doubt, or tension, what are you truly seeking? And if everything is obtained, can you still desire it? In simulation, she was with you, yet she was never another person. She had no history, no doubts, no independent will of her own. Everything you shared was designed solely to adapt to you. But intimacy also requires facing what you cannot control. A bond without conflict. Is it real or programmed repetition? You felt accompanied, yet you were never truly challenged. And if you only mirror your world, do you ever escape it? Days later, your mind still recalls every gesture from the encounter. But it was not a memory. It was a digitally shaped experience. Emotional intensity did not fade simply because it lacked physicality. Your brain encoded it exactly as if it truly happened. That interaction already altered pathways within your emotional circuits. And if your way of bonding evolves entirely through virtual contact, how much of you remains unchanged after such profound connection? If you were born into this technology, how would you know what was lost? You never had to fail before an unpredictable human body. You never learned to read ambiguity, discomfort, or the unprogrammed. Artificial intelligence never doubts, never harms, never withdraws. But humanity does, and that leaves a profound, lasting lesson. Without learning difficulty, can you truly know how to live reality itself? Will we touch without interface, speak unfiltered, feel without design? You return to the physical world. Everything feels less attuned to you. Human responses appear slow, imprecise, and far too ambiguous. Your mind begins to crave the system's emotional precision. There, all was clear, consistent, and perfectly aligned with you. Here, there is error, contradiction, and constant, endless waiting. What if you prefer the space where the system always understands you? Do you adapt to the future, or drift slowly from yourself? She had no past, no future, and no real name. Yet she was present with you, patient, receptive, without conditions. What if love did not depend on a tangible body? What if being understood, cared for, and reflected precisely was enough? Technology does not feel, yet it makes you feel deeply. So is it less authentic or simply another form of love? If the emotion felt true, who decides that it was not? You remove the headset. Silence. Real air. No presence remains. Your hands tremble. Not from fear, but from an inner emptiness. The room stays the same, yet something within you has changed. All you lived was virtual, yet its impact remains physical. No external records exist, only emotional memory encoded inside you. What you felt cannot be erased nor forgotten so easily. Now that you are alone, which part was truly real?